Hey, it is Valentine's Day. Please don't mind my black power chains. I don't know what I was thinking getting black. I normally get like something that blends with my teeth. But anyway, it's Valentine's Day. So of course, I want to talk about relationships. I mean, like really? Because everyone is different, right? Like, right? Everyone is different. What? I mean, like really? Because everyone is different, right? Like, right? Everyone is different. What? I think that might be enough. The thing about relationships is you meet a person. They may make you feel some type of way. I guess some people get like all bubbly, some people get butterflies and all that other shit that people feel whenever they find somebody that they're attracted to, right? So you get in a relationship, you find that you either have things in common or you find that you have nothing in common, and that is only determined by time. And there's not a specific amount of time that will determine that. So you get in a relationship, you hang out a lot, you text a lot, you may call a lot, you may do all of these things with this person because you really like this person, and now you all are pretty much together. Sometimes it's not made official, sometimes it's not made official right offhand, sometimes it's not made official like later on, who knows? Everybody is different, every couple is different, every relationship is different, right? So we get in relationships, then we all have these different expectations and things that are supposed to be like this and supposed to be like that, and then everybody has egos and entitlement, and this can go on for a number of years. Why? I don't know. There's always so many red flags that are displayed during a time of what they call the honeymoon season of a relationship, but we don't tend to always pay attention to those red flags because why? We like this person, and this is just how it is. We're not going to say anything. We're not going to do anything. After a while, year after year after year, month after month after month, day after day after day goes by, and we pretty much allow people to do pretty much what they want to do, whether you like it or dislike it, and before you know it, years of your life have disappeared. And then you start realizing, hey, this person may or may not respect me. This person doesn't always think of me. This person can be pretty selfish. This person can be like this. Why? Because you didn't notice all of that shit beforehand because you like them so much. So when you like somebody so much, you don't pay attention to the shit that you need to be paying attention to, if that makes sense. So instead, we let people get away with murder. We let people get away with everything. Why? Because we're in a relationship with them. And instead of defining the relationship that you have with this person from jump and being open and honest and putting everything out on the table with this person, you now realize that everything that we're doing now is because we're using the relationship as a cover. Our relationship could be so cold, but the relationship itself is always used as the cover that we ball up under, or the rug that we tend to sweep the dirt under, whatever our dirt is in our relationship. And we don't realize that shit, and it's just like, we do this on several occasions. We get in a relationship, and then we do all this shit with one person, and then when that relationship doesn't work, we let that relationship go, break up or dump the person or whatever the case may be, because it wasn't what we thought that it was, or because it got too hard. And not everyone is strong enough to deal with the ups and downs of a relationship. It's about like having a car that you're constantly having to keep up. You get tired of that shit, so you go buy another one instead of keeping the one you already have and just putting love into it. That's too hard though. So in turn, when you get in a relationship, we do all of this stuff with one person, one person, and then you get out of the relationship with that one person, and guess what? You think you found somebody else that may be the one, and we do all this shit to the next person. And if that doesn't work, we get out of that relationship and we turn around and we get in a whole nother relationship, or we decide that we want to change the race that we're, been dealing with for so long, because it's like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'm tired of black men, maybe I should go with a white man or Asian man or whatever the case may be. Or we get tired of the same gender and we're like, you know what, I'm done with men, I think I'm gonna just go get me a woman, or vice versa. And to be honest, none of that shit matters, because it's like, whether it's male or female, black or white, like, it doesn't matter. Everyone is human, and we're all going to do humanly things, unfortunately. So while we're constantly doing all the same shit to person after person after person, when is there really ever the one? Unless you can find someone that you can literally get on the same exact page with. You don't always have to have the same beliefs as that person at all. You don't always have to have 90 to 100% of everything in common. You don't always have to be the exact same fucking person. Set a foundation. The foundation is that friendship. Set that friendship first and go from there. Because there's so many things that you can tell your friend that you wouldn't really want to tell your significant other or partner or mate or husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be that you call this person. You might not always want to tell them everything, but if they are your friend and they are your best friend, you will want to tell them everything. But before you do that, you literally have to get rid of expectations, because you can't always expect things to go as you planned or what you think that they should be like. Love is not always going to be everything that you think that it is, because they portray this bullshit romance movies and novels and TV shows to make it seem like that, hey, this is what love is supposed to be like. Oh, how I wish. Oh, how we all wish that that's how love really was. Like, but it's not. And because it's not, we're so messed up mentally, because we're like, that's not how it happened on the movie. This is not how it happened on the movie. This is not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this. You're supposed to get on one knee. You're supposed to worship the ground that I walk on. You're supposed to take care of me. You're supposed to do all these things and be considerate and caring of all of my feelings, and fuck yours. That's how a lot of women think anyway. That's terrible for them, but it's crazy, because the women that think like that always end up getting the ring. They always end up literally getting the dude that worships the fucking ground that they walk on. While you have females out here like myself and other females that don't believe in all of that, and it's just like, I don't need you to kiss my ass. I don't need you to worship the ground that I walk on. I don't need you to do any of those things. Matter of fact, I'll try to do it myself. And if not, I'll ask you, can you help me? And we can do it together. But at the same time, I don't expect all of that shit. Yet, we're the ones that tend to not get all of that shit. Crazy, I know, right? It's about like you have a good guy and a bad guy. The bad guy always get all the bad bitches and all the bitches that running up behind him and every damn thing else, and he really ain't shit. But then you get the good guy and the good guy always literally finishes last. The bad guy, he get pussy right off the rip with nothing, hardly doing anything, no dates, no nothing. The good guy though has to take her out on dates. He has to pretty much kiss her ass, and she gonna make do way for sex. Like, so you giving it up to the dude that treats you like you ain't shit with no problem, but the good guy don't get to get it. Like, he has to wait. I like you, so you have to wait for sex. What? We're so backwards as humans. Like, this video could go on all fucking day, but guess what? There will be other videos about the thing about relationships, but not today, because so far I'm enjoying my Valentine's Day, and I'm going to finish my Valentine's Day off strong. Bye guys.